Well, let's return to that breaking news that the Bank of England has raised interest rates by 0.25% to 0.75%. Let's talk to our business correspondent, Paul Kelso, who's outside the Bank of England. This was expected, Paul, wasn't it? And do we imagine that this will continue to rise in current months?
The answer, Jay, to the first part of that, yes, it was expected, a 0.25 percentage point increase in the base rate, the third increase in a row by the Bank of England. It takes rates back to 0.75%, the pre-pandemic base rate for interest rates. That was expected. As to whether this is now baked in as a definite trend, probably, but because of the impact of the Russian aggression on Ukraine, the bank is much less certain than it was a month ago. These are the minutes of the meeting that they held yesterday. Just to give you an idea of how things have changed. 6 weeks ago, when the bank met, Ukraine and Russia were not mentioned in the minutes at all. This meeting that was held yesterday, it's the very first thing. The bank takes an unprecedented step. Been speaking to people inside, they say they don't think they've ever commented on geopolitics before. The opening line of these minutes, the Bank of England condemns Russia's unprovoked invasion and the suffering inflicted on Ukraine. It says the bank will help support the government. So that's an unusual step for central bankers to take. What's in here that's more worrying for the direction, the trajectory of the economy is they say that all the factors that we're already grappling with, an energy squeeze, a cost of living squeeze, an economy struggling to rebound from COVID, they've all been exacerbated by the war in Ukraine. Energy prices, we know, have increased. They say here that they expect there's every chance that Ofgem increasing the price cap again in April will see the peak in inflation go higher than what was the expectation of 8% later this year, and the squeeze on living standards will increase. It's not just energy, commodity prices. We now have two countries that provide 30% of the world's wheat, Russia and Ukraine, fighting in the breadbasket of Europe. So food price inflation is going to increase. So this is a pretty bleak picture the bank has painted today. And they say they can't be certain, as they were, that rates are going to increase as the year goes on. The markets still expect interest rates to reach 2% by the end of the year. But what comes through this, the war is like a red thread running through these minutes, and it has destroyed certainty for the Bank of England and for consumers in the UK. Whatever they do here is only going to have a limited impact on global inflationary pressures that we're all going to have to bear as the year plays out.